It's Montanna from VIVA Books.
And Chris from VIVA Books.
And today we're reviewing
21st Lessons for the 21st Century by Yuval Noah Harari. I had to look at it because I don't know how to say his name without looking at it, I've got to admit.
Well, I must say that this is a really different book to what we've done.
Yeah, this is a non-fiction book.
Okay.
And you know how I said Matthew Roller's my favourite fiction author?
Yes.
This guy's my favourite non-fiction author.
Okay, so...
By a mile.
Really?
Yep. So he has written 3 books that I know of. He might have written more, but the 3 books that I know of, one was called Sapiens, which was humans from the start up to this point.
Like Homo Neanderthal?
Yes, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then another one called Homo Deus, which was from here moving forward. So he was talking about robotics, relationships, and he throws things up there, like things you don't expect, and he doesn't put a value on them per se. So for example, he'll say, in Homo Deus, he said, so now we've got to the point where we live for 145 years. In your first 40 years, you're going to meet your wife or your husband or whatever, you're going to have your children, they're going to grow up to be adults, and that's first 40, 50 years is over and done. You're now going to be with your spouse for the next 100 years.
That's crazy to say.
So he throws up things to think about. Like I say, he doesn't put a value on them. He puts hypotheticals up, but then says, of course, that may never happen. And so Sapiens was really interesting because normally, see, history for me I find a bit dry. And when you sort of taught at school Sapiens and things like that, all that Neanderthal monolithic history, you sort of taught it once or twice and you sort of had enough. Yeah. He puts it in a different way. It's a very, very attractive narrative. You just keep looking at it.
Yeah.
Homo Deus, of course, when he's speculating about the future, that's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This is how to live now, and this is really interesting because what he throws this. You can open this up pretty well at any chapter, and you can read about war. Never underestimate the human stupidity. You can read about secularism. You can read about ignorance, justice, things like that. So it really is one of those thought-provoking books that you can just put by your bed if you want and just read bits and pieces, or you can just read it front to back. A lot of stuff to read front to back, like a lot of information.
So did you read it front to back?
No.
Oh, so you did...
I do in bits and pieces. So
Okay.
I would go to bed hypothetically and read my normal stuff, and then I might pick up and read a chapter of that. Because when you read it, you go off thinking, oh yeah, what if I did live that long? Would I stay with my partner? What does that mean? Would we have another bunch of kids? Right? And on it goes. Are we going to live to 145? Am I going to run out? And so there's all those sorts of things in Homo Deus, but in this, it's the same sort of thing. He throws the questions up for you, and you then in your mind go, wow, interesting. So I would suggest that this is for anyone to read, particularly if you want to move away from fiction and a narrative, just for a book. A good place to go.
Yeah.
Because it's really entertaining, really easy to read. And it's, like I said, favourite author.
So out of 5?
Yeah, I'm going to give this 4.8.
4.8?
To 5. And I'm going to give Homo Deus 5. And I'm going to give Sapiens 5.
Whoa.
And if you ever want to get your head around this guy, so much on YouTube. In fact, he did an interview with Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook fame. It goes for a long time. That's really interesting because they've got very different views, and they've got definite views on a number of items. So I'm going to look at it, Yuval Noah Harari, 21st Lessons for the 21st Centuries. It's in store now, it's been out a while. You can get on vivabooks.net.
Hey Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me drive.
Oh, geez, Mods, no worries. I like being driven. It's
I
cool.
know, it's quite relaxing.
Yeah. All right, until next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye from us. See ya.
See ya.